Designated as Fraser Health's Pediatric hub, Surrey Hospital Foundation is raising $5 million towards a total $15 million renewal of their children's health centre. The foundation will help create the hospital's very first children's surgical recovery room, and they're reaching out to the community for support.
From the very first day, this emergency room has seen more kids than it was built to accommodate. This is the second busiest pediatric emergency department in the province, in one of the fastest growing cities in the country.
That's what needs to go. A few years ago, the emergency was expanded, and we saw how rapidly the number of visits to that emergency department increased because there was a need. Now, we need to match our pediatric services here with our emergency department visit. That tells you what's the need.
Completely right. Okay,
I need
shot.
to go away. I need to go.
Kids with emergently bleeding traumatic injuries, these need to be seen quickly. And so for the family to feel that they have to take their child all the way to Vancouver is not only a convenience issue, it's also a safety issue.
So Kennedy is type 1 diabetic. She woke up and she was giving sort of an odd cry. Looked at her. She was trying to speak but wasn't forming any words whatsoever. Her eyes were rolling. Her right hand was sort of seized up to her body like this. As soon as we pulled up to the front, there's a separate dedicated entrance just for children. Her dad carried her in. They saw probably the panic on my face. They didn't even admit her. They said, we'll take care of the paperwork, get her to a room right now.
Chico, speak. Good boy.
Since there's not as many people there, because it's just like kids, they like come to you way quicker.
They were by her side the entire time.
Okay.
Donors have been behind every positive change when it comes to kids' care in Surrey. This renewal will cost $15 million. We have 10. We really, really need the community to step up with that additional 5, and we can create an extraordinary place for our children.
Brenda, another X-ray we're going to talk about. Another X-ray we're going to talk about. Having an amount of funds such as $15 million, you can create the ability for these patients to have a medical home in Surrey.
Last year alone, Surrey Memorial Hospital served over 50,000 kids, and with the community's support, they'll help raise the additional $5 million required to update and renovate their current 18-year-old Children's Health Centre. I'm Dean Atwal, and you're watching Fraser Focus.